On a level of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
it's inquantifiable,
Wow,
Hugo.
that low.
It goes above a 10.
Oh,
I'm up in the mid 15,000s right now.
the mid 15,000.
Yeah. Don't get confused, mate. Not
Not
too high,
high,
not
yeah,
too
yeah.
low. But here's the push in towards A, and Oscar is on the other side. They're able to get players down through the vents, but it is at some cost. They've already lost a man early. Bomb is here and on the back of Hadji, but Nuke's on this fast rotation round. Does get blindsided by Logan. And actually back into this 3-on-3. David P just catching the timing, and Angel doesn't know it, but he's a dead man walking right now. Oh, there we go. He's gone 2v2. The bomb still yet to go down, and it is dropped in the middle of the bomb site. So X3D Max going to be hard pressed to try and get it, and Oscar's made things that much harder.
Yeah, Angel at least gets one before he goes down. That makes it worthwhile. It's left Logan in a difficult spot, and he's been spotted. Doesn't know where Lowell is either. He's got the info on Oscar on that door, but now they're both moving in together. Oscar waiting for his teammate to group up, and there it is. Lowell peeking wide. 2 kills for him. Same story for Oscar. And HellRaisers take the pistol. It was a B drop that actually should have really given them a plant. I'd love to know what happened in terms of delaying that bomb plant there for X3D Max. Once they killed the first player on ramp, I think it was Nuke going down towards B. They had a chance to plant. They had a few seconds, but not going for it. Maybe Oscar caught the timing on that vent wrap. Either way, it's HellRaisers taking a lead here at the start of Nuke. X3D Max force buying up. They're confident in their T side, and let's see what they've got.
Oh, a very heavy presence here towards outside from HellRaisers. Now, Angel spotting the cross hasn't actually seen David P, who's been very fast towards outside. That nade still going to chunk him down, but there's an unknown man down in secret. HellRaisers are not ready for this B-Wrap. I'm not entirely sure that Angel is aware a man has gotten by.
The fact that they've not rotated anyone down certainly seems that way, but the thing is, David P's giving away his position with his utility usage. That will send Nuke down, which gives X3D Max the perfect timing on ramp.
They check, and Jinx going to pick it up with the Tech 9. Angel is on this fast wrap in through secret, but already the B bomb site is fallen. Now that early nade damage on a David P is something that maybe could turn this round back in HellRaisers' favor, but they have lost Angel. They're already here, a man floating over towards the ramp. I believe that was Maka posted up, ready to try and shut down this rotation, but Lowell is able to deal with him. Logan finds another in the meantime. Ooh, tapping down Easter. And this leaves Lowell alone. He's got a lot of work to do here. Does spot Logan in the back of the bomb site. The repeat can come through from David P, who just lies in wait, but Logan's going to take the head off of Lowell as he does everything there for X3D Max. He's going to get 3 in that round.
Logan had 3 bullets, Harry. He had 3 bullets when he went for that fight. You know, he got the immediate tap onto the player coming out of window and then doubles it up. What a round from him. You know, while we haven't seen maybe the tactical depth that we would like from this X3D Max roster, we have seen a really good showing of individual performances. Everyone's really had their moments. I think the highlight players for me have been Macro on that AWP. Of course, Jinx has had some great games as well. So it's been really exciting to see here for this T side what they can bring to the table and whether they can run away with a map or even a best-of-3 victory here. It would be their first. It's going to be outside again. Sneaky, sneaky, they go towards B. It's HellRaisers on the force, but they've got 1 AUG and 4 pistols, so not exactly a decent buy by any means. A Deke holding down lower. That's Oscar waiting on the other side. He might get met with a few angry Frenchmen.
Yeah, he's running for the hills. Deegan down Hadji. Still a threat, still a nuisance. Jinx finally able to get rid of him over in the vents, but already this rotation is here for HR. They're padding out this bomb site. Logan going to narrowly win that fight out over Angel, but Nuke is somewhat the unknown factor still in this round. And he'd be sure to bear in mind David P's position over towards outside. He's snuck up into the heavens, and he's going to uncover very soon that this A bomb site is a little understaffed on the HR side of things. Lowell is still floating around here, so X3D Max can't get too ahead of themselves and expect this to be for free, but David P is going on a bit of a mission here. Ooh, he's just missed Lowell again. So as they try and rotate in, they might get caught off guard by the aggressive Spaniard. Nade rains out, and Mac is going to find him. Bomb plant can follow up, and with just Issa and Nuke left standing, HellRaisers might elect to save in this round.
Yeah, very important they do check close vents. I think once that player cleared out the A site from above, David P, he must have called the fact that he doesn't have info on Squeaky, and that's the only position he doesn't know. He mollies hut to cover off one of those two entrances, and with no one in lobby, they hard check that close left angle as they come through main. So very concise from X3D Max. They'll get it done without too much of a hassle. 4 on 2, the save is cool from HellRaisers, and these guns need to be saved by X3D Max as well, so they'll go back towards the yard, stay grouped. No one here to take away their weaponry either, so they should just be fine for yet another round. 2-1 here on the T side, taking the lead early on. Of course, winning that force buy has given them a huge bank in terms of getting these weapons for free.
Yeah, so a good start already from the French squad. You know, I have pretty high expectations of them here in this map, if I'm entirely honest with you, Hugo, right? They looked pretty good versus Astralis on this map. It almost looked like they, at one point in time, could have been one of the teams to get double digits versus the Danes on Nuke. Only 3 teams to have ever done that.
It's just a bit of a mess. Harry Pistol's doing a lot of damage, but no kills apart from Maka falling. Nuke could follow up on these frags, and he's got his back covered by Issa as well. These pistols are getting out of control. He's found 2 and a 3rd. Nuke locking down B. HellRaisers on a half-buy round, pistols and armor with those couple of saved weapons. They get it done. Not at all what you would be expecting. X3D Max go for some really nice splits, and then they just group up for a ramp play together and get wrecked by the crossfire of HellRaisers. Not a round that they're going to be too happy with now, as it, of course, will be a rebuy for them, but they've given huge amounts of guns over to HellRaisers, who only had pistols in that previous round, with the exception of the one saved AUG.
Well, we at least have the AWP over in the hands of Maka, and it has already claimed a life. Oscar on the receiving end of that AWP. HellRaisers already having to try and play this round a man down, setting up Issa close to the vents. X3D Max not really showing much of an interest in this A bomb site, though. It will be back to ramp. This is where Nuke resides. He was the hero in that round prior. Oh no, but the timing gets the better of him here. Ooh, still almost gets 1 for his troubles. But not quite.
I like that they back out of ramp as well. They don't commit towards the B play. The issue is they had no one in lobby, so this has gotten aggressive. He lines up 2. That is far too much. X3D Max are going to be quaking in their boots now. Still have the man advantage, but things are getting dangerous. David P's gone for the long wrap, and he's going to be playing for Heaven once again. Better decision than pushing main, and HellRaisers have no info on the yard. So this split from David P could win them the round single-handedly.
Yeah, David P's been a real nuisance in the backline of HR time and time again, but it might not matter. Angel gets deleted now. LOL has gone aggressive in through the hut. As they clear the site, this has to be something they consider. Maybe anticipating he's a player wrapping from B, but they will have their sights trained in on the hut. LOL is going to be hard-pressed to find much, and Logan clean as ever. 3 kills once again, and X3D Max back into the lead. Money is a bit of an awkward spot for HR right now. Likely going to be a partial investment because you have a couple of players sitting on around the $4,000 mark. And actually, they're just going to go for it here and now. They take this force buy. AWP going to be over in the hands of Issa, which, you know, not normally the man to done it.
Well, that was one question I had in this game as well, because if we remember back Oscar on Mousesports, he would never AWP on you. He'd give it to Chris J and play in the yard, only on this map. So I was wondering if Nuke would be buying the AWP for HellRaisers, but yeah, Issa. I mean, we've seen him on the AWP a couple of times here at the Pro League, and maybe it's coming down to, you know, him actually buying it rather than Nuke, so him getting the favor. Angel's actually opened up in this round. He's taken down Hadji immediately. So, man advantage secured for the likes of HellRaisers. Nuke's going to get met with a ramp rush, and he'll be fully blind, so has to fall down towards B, but he might stick around for a little bit longer, looking for a kill. It won't work. Logan takes him down. Nuke desperately trying to hold on to some element of map control, but HellRaisers now back into a 4-on-4 with B site open for the taking. They're going to double rotate both Angel and Oscar here.
Guess leaves to say bomb site a little bit weak, though, in terms of the manpower. Issa is here with that AWP, and he's got LOL nearby, but they're not in a position where they can juggle this AWP around. If it gets dropped, then that is it gone from this round. You can see slowly but surely Oscar is clearing out Secret, and he might actually catch the timing onto David P. Oh, Issa sees him. David's gone, and now maybe the trade looking to come through from ramp. Now Issa not in a spot where he can get out of danger, actually going to head up into the heavens.
Oh, they missed him.
Mac has been found towards outside, and Logan up through the vents. Issa lands the 180, of course he does, and that round seemingly from nowhere, HR able to pick it up once again.
Yeah, very lucky timing there for Issa. Almost gets caught while moving up the ladder. I think Angel came in from the backline and did a lot of damage, which made Issa turn around and catch that ladder player. 3D Max with attack pause. They've now lost to low buys from HellRaisers twice out of their 3 lost rounds. That's not what they were hoping for coming into this game. They had a great chance to really establish our economy early on, get off to a strong T-side lead, but HellRaisers getting it done both times really towards the ramp side of things when it comes to the pistols. That's why you do see far more commonly teams take heavy outside control with 3 or 4 rifles into these anti-eco rounds. Now, of course, it was versus the AWP in that previous, so not always necessarily the best of ideas, but X3D Max weren't to know that until it was too late. For now, just an AK and 4 pistols. Gambling on winning this force by round because the money is yet to be built up, and HellRaisers still have their AWP on Issa as well, so keep your eyes on that for this one. It's going towards the yard. X3D Max on the other side of things, setting up with a lot of utility towards A, and those flashes are fantastic. They allow Jinx to get down towards B. I wonder if HellRaisers realize this. They're yet to rotate a player down. Now, Jinx obviously has to break something or open a door or make some noise cue down on B, but he will. That might force the rotate, but HellRaisers don't seem too keen on falling down towards this lower bomb site. The bomb isn't there at the very least, and they have the rest of the players trapped in lobby, but you can see Jinx is just trying to catch a rotate out. Nuke gonna maybe fall down towards ramp. I wonder if he realizes, because I think the windows might have been broken with the addition of the A windows as well going down. X3D Max pressuring the A site right now, but the flashbang finds Lau. He'll find a double anyway. Oscar dropping another one, and it's just a Vents player coming back up towards A to support David P, but it might be too late.
Yeah, they try and juggle the gun around, but Lowell holds his own. 3 kills from the Spaniard in that round, and that will be HR picking up another. For X3D Max, they're going to be very disappointed with how these, how a few of these rounds have panned out at least. Obviously, they've lost to very low investment buyers on the HR side twice in a row now. Well, not in a row, but twice.
Yeah, twice. I mean,
and
both times they've had low buys.
Yeah, and that's pretty devastating because suddenly you look at this for X3D Max and the implications it would have had. In those rounds, there was still investment from HR, right? So you would have reset them into the following one. At that point, X3D Max could have realistically been looking at like a 6-2 scoreline as a bit of a reality, perhaps. Whereas now, just 3 rounds to their name and an eco in this round, it looks like HellRaisers will be continuing to build upon this lead and go 5-3 up. Obviously, X3D Max, we didn't have the highest expectations. They were in a very tricky group to try and get out of, but they still have yet to even pick up a map. So, it would feel a bit of a shame to see this squad who are looking to show their worth not field a map in the Pro League. Yeah,
that being said, at the same time, I feel like they've tested every team they've played to some extent. And even to test Astralis, right? They had a decent T-side on Nuke. I'm not even going to really delve too deeply into that one, and they did get wrecked in their second half, but it is versus Astralis, so whatever. But in terms of playing against Big, playing against HellRaisers so far, we're early days, they've at least had skin in the game, Harry, and that's nice to see. At least for this round, it's not going to matter. It was just Glocks, a shutdown from HellRaisers. Someone else who's been really impressing me, Lau. He's had an unbelievable tournament. Even the opening game for HellRaisers where they took on Big, and he dropped something like 80 kills or 90 kills in that best of 3. A bit of a diamond in the rough. It's been a while since we've seen him at this level, but now that he's back, he is definitely proving his worth in the server on LAN as well here for Season 9. Excited to see that and hoping that continues as well. He sits top of the entire server right now, 10-4 here for the likes of HellRaisers as they sit 5-3 up. Another rifle round for X3D Max though, and no AWP on Maka.
Oh, and Jakes is very fast and aggressive towards outside, but it might not matter because Angel is on the other side, and he will shut down both of these players. David P and Jinx already gone. X3D Max trying to set this blistering pace from the offset. Flash through to try and facilitate this repeat from Angel. Now, he didn't quite spot Logan there, and, well, at least get the trade. Oscar falling. This just leaves Maka and Hadji in the hot seat, and Maka creeping out from Squeaky. That Molotov does force him into the prying eyes of these A-bomb site players. That nade is perfectly timed from Nuke. And now only Hadji left standing, a minute left on the clock. He does at least have the bomb to work with, but two players inside of this A-bomb site stand between him and getting it down.
Yeah, and they reposition on top of the hut as well. He won't expect this setup, rather, this crossfire, but he does catch Lowell. Second player on the site, but he wants nothing to do with it. Dropping down towards B, and 40 seconds to do it. HellRaisers earlier had two players on lower. Now they've rotated off, and so will Hadji. He throws a flash, fakes out Issa, and then doubles back to the vent. It's still going to be covered by Nuke, though, and I don't think he'll expect that. The bomb goes flying up, and he goes flying down. It's another round for HellRaisers.
Yeah, and obviously you touch upon Lowell's addition to this HR squad. He has been a very impressive player to keep an eye on. I almost wonder if maybe some of the reason for him getting picked up could have came from Oscar, right? Obviously there was a brief time where they were teammates back in that old Mouse Sports roster.
Of course, yeah.
So, you know, maybe. I mean, I'm just speculating, right? But yeah, exactly, right? And it was just like a pickup seemingly from nowhere, right? There were a lot of names you could have chosen. Lowell definitely wasn't at the forefront of a lot of people's minds. Fast hot plate. Oscar actually only good for one there with the auto shotgun, but Lowell is mopping up these players, shutting them down. Finally going to get dealt with, but it doesn't matter. The rotations are already in, and HR will keep that round nice and clean. Yeah,
the anti-ecos from HellRaisers have been far better than the likes of the anti-ecos from X3D Max. That's something sure to say. Even when they pull up, you know, pistols with armor and a solo hero AK, it's never seemingly to find too much success. But this is Nuke again. Issue is still 7-3, Harry. Needs some more T-side rounds, and X3D Max are looking for them now. Back with another buy. Yet to see Maka AWP in this map entirely. And, you know, once we see him on Nuke with the AWP, that's when we start seeing opening kills for X3D Max, and HellRaisers finding themselves in uncomfortable positions, being a man down.
Especially because, as you highlighted, this isn't a map that Oscar likes to warp on. Yep. So that AWP role for the HR side is suddenly a very big unknown factor. I imagine we would see Nuke on it, right? He used to be the AWPer back at Imperial. But he's not really feeling it either. It
could be a map thing.
Yeah,
you know?
It's been in the hands of Issa. Now, I haven't really seen him pop off with it or anything yet. This time, 5 players going to get down through Secret. They just get by as those smokes fade, and not a single player spotted. Only Nuke down here to defend B, and he might get the surprise of his life if he sticks around that much longer.
Hiding for the time being inside of that B-bomb site. He's going to have plenty of time for teammates to rotate down, and Oscar and Angel have already done that. Look at the info that HellRaisers have here, or at least the gamble they've taken off the lack of information. They've seen nothing elsewhere, so they've gone for 3 men on this lower bomb site. Angel's just left it, though. Oscar might call for his help again, because he's hearing a lot of footsteps through the edge of this smoke. Spots nothing. Nade going deep. They know he's on the other side as well. That's a decent nade. But Deacon's not covered, so he needs to move or make a play, and he'll go for the latter. But unfortunately for him, Maka catching him off. Nuke now going to get pinched from 3 different positions. Gets a bit of damage off. No kill coming through. He's low HP, but he does find one. That might not be enough. Only 3 players left from HellRaisers, and Angel dives through a smoke. Again, a trade, but it keeps X3D Max in the man advantage, and now the bomb's gone down.
What? Issa, very lucky to be alive there. Not going to matter the second time around. Hadji beheads him. And now only Lowell left standing. He's just going to look to hold on to the AWP and back away. X3D Max will find a 4th round. And that one there, you know, doesn't even really come down to any sort of intricate strategy. It was just 5 players through Secret, 5 players into B, and HR could not hold them back.
It's a case of believing in yourself, Harry. They went for the triple B rotate, but then they bailed out Angel the site, and I think that makes all the difference. Not only does Oscar get stuck by window, it looks like a good position for the shotgun, but when you remember that Deacon isn't covered, and you know X3D Max have the entirety of Secret, he can't stay there. He will die if someone opens Deacon. So, you know, him going down, Angel running through a smoke, that round kind of fell apart for HellRaisers.
Yeah, one of the things as well, if you're X3D Max, you know that Angel loves a smoke push. Yeah. You know, like he is someone who you will look at Where a normal person sees a smoke and they think like, ooh, hang on, I'll wait for this. He sees that as a gateway to success.
An opportunity
right?
for frags.
Yeah, he looks at them with the same wide-eyed smile that your average person might look at like a large briefcase of money. Okay? He loves it. He loves a smoke push, does Angel. Now that round there, obviously, does come back to punish HR. Yeah. But they still have cash to invest. They've still got money. We've still got the AWP in play. This time it is Oscar donning it. So, you know, still trying to find a comfortable player to hold on to the big green gun. And as you've been highlighting in a few of these rounds, no AWP for Maka, but at least it is available in the next. They finally banked up enough cash to bring out this T-side AWP if they would like.
Back towards this yard play again, the sneak from X3D Max, all too common. Oscar's down here though this time. Molly down the stairway, but they've not met an AWP in the secret before, so this could be a bit of a change that they are unused to. Angel's covering for that main split as well. It does look to be an A play right now, with just pressure being put on from David P, trying to force the hand of this 1B player and get players off of that top side. Flashes in, but it misses. Angel's too far to the right, and he drops the bomb and a second man as well. Lowell in the corner, fully blinded, but he gets one before the flash pops off. Hadji does get the trade, but it's a 2-on-4. This bomb's not even been retrieved. The wrap is here from Issa, and there's a man in the heaven to end this entire round. It's Nuke. Shut down from HellRaisers. One missed flashbang, and yeah, 3D Max just trying to burst their way into that bomb site without clearing a lot of the yard. It comes back to haunt them.
Yeah, and I think if you're X3D Max here, you've realized that the real weak spot for HR is definitely down towards that B portion of the map. One thing I think, you know, you have to give credit to HR for is these crossfires that they have set up inside of that A bomb site are pretty flawless, right? Yeah. Anytime we've really seen X3D Max try and find success there, it has been met with very heavy resistance indeed. They nade out Squeaky, but aren't looking to go back to a fast A plate just yet. Just leaving that avenue open for themselves. Issa going to get boosted up by Lowell up into the heavens. He can maybe now look to help out towards outside as Oscar is encountering a AWP of his own over towards Squeaky. Maka legged him down through that portion of the map. Logan trying to gain some presence towards outside, but Oscar is already here. HellRaisers is very worried about this potential outside wrap. You can see you've got a player in moving over towards CT. You've also got Issa watching. So a double man hold here, and Oscar holding from the ramp room.
Oh, that's going to be chunky. No, apparently not.
That will be. Maka trades it straight back, and this is the first time HR have had to run into this AWP. It's a pretty terrifying thing when it is in the hands of Maka. David P blindsiding Angel. Man advantage taken for X3D Max now. And still the potential to wrap into this A bomb site. That defense that was once here has been split in two. Oscar's started to push and prod down towards the ramp room. Lowell is in fairly imminent danger though. Jinx lurking close, won't spot the barrel, but now he has, and Lowell is gone. Jinx opens up the A-bomb site. Nuke on this wrap round, but he's been spotted. Still takes Maka down, and now with a 2v3. Might tempt HR, but with low HP on Oscar. Maybe this would just be the same, although he's going up. He's going up. Oh, he got stuck on the ladder? Really? Oh, no.
Such an opportunity.
Such a shame.
Nuke, tap king right now. 2 dead this round, but he might join them if he goes any further forward, so probably looking for the save here. Might be able to go get that AWP if the bomb blows it out through heaven into spawn. I'm really banking on that, but...
Let's see. Look at this.
Where is it?
Did it fall down?
Oh,
hey, it's right there.
Thanks, Rush.
And Nuke's going to get another. Look at this.
Stop copying me.
Some dynamic observing right now. Jinx is a long way away.
Some say Rush's best work yet.
Yeah. Almost as good as when he died to the zone in that show match.
Don't. Leave him alone.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Top 3 Rushly moments.
Top 3 Rushly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 moments.
Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
8-5 up though for HellRaisers. A couple of rounds now gained on these buy rounds here for X3D Max, and they've got the AWP again, so Things are looking up. Starting to trickle down with their economy, though, with 2 UMPs. It's not all looking pretty. Last 2 rounds of the half here. And Maka looking for the pick down ramp with the AWP. That nade missing will be the perfect bait for him to go in. And right as he does, that rotate from Nuke. He's scared of this B bomb site and he's given up ramp room. I hope these CTs are aware of the possibility of this hell wrap, because X3D Max are in this position. They're making a lot of noise though. Nuke's going to know they're here. Oh, blindsided. Maka looks the wrong way. Nuke gets 2. Can he find more? No. But that's the info, and the bomb dropped in the center of the site. HellRaisers can rotate down, and they will. Oscar catching David P on the lurk. It's Logan and Jinx left standing. What can they do?
Oh, the fast wrap from Angel catches Logan off guard. Jinx now left alone. Maybe gonna try and push through this smoke at ramp, and he might actually catch LOL, but no, he's got his eye on the angle. A 9th round for H-Sharp. I like the attempt from Jinx, right? Trying to catch Oscar while he's unaware. You kind of bank on the fact that he's going to be over towards the molly side, right? Knowing that he can peek through it, and he did at least have the read on the first man. LOL was the unknown factor over towards ramp. So a 10-5 half, still very much on the cards for H-Sharp. Chad said he reckoned they needed 11 rounds, so they've gone a little under his estimate. But I think this is still just fine. This is about as standard as it gets.
Yeah, 10-5 is very good if they can get it. And with this buy from X3D Max, it's looking that way. A play coming through, and the Orgs, Harry. The Orgs are too dangerous. HellRaisers take the round flawlessly. They shut down that A push. Nothing found in the last round of the half for the Frenchmen. But still 5 rounds on their T side is salvageable. They're going to need the pistol round on top. But that's all in the future. That's all in the second half. And that'll be after the break. So join us very, very shortly.
Dancing on my own when you spill that ramen coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, that his first eye, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop, 'cause baby, you make me feel something. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. You give me that high pitch feel, baby. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby.
HR looking dominant over on the CT side. But now, moving into the T half, this is X3D Max's chance for a recovery here in map number 1. This is a map that they've looked pretty good on. They've kind of tried to make it a bit of a staple of this ragtag bunch of misfits. Will they be able to stave off the aggressive HR? Let's find out. Heading into the second half, and you can see those odds on the screen, very much favoring the HR side, and I think justifiably so.
Yeah, certainly looking good for them here on X3D Max map pick. And let's find out how their CT side looks straight into things. The nade to door and smoke towards main here. It's looking like the A play for HellRaisers, although they'll group up towards ramp. It's just utility early. This is actually coming through the yard, and he's found himself in main immediately, dinking down Logan. Now the ramp play coming through. Issa, if he can stay alive in this position, it could be very valuable later in the round. He's creating so much hectic distraction over on A. It's allowing HellRaisers to get a pick on ramp and rotate back. There's one player watching from bottom side, so Haji knows they're not committing towards B. Although he might get met with Issa, who's doubled back in through the secret area. HellRaisers ready to crunch that A bomb site, and they couldn't find a more perfect timing. It's looking fairly empty. Logan's dinked, Maka's up in heaven, and that's it.
Oh no, Maka's little tippy toes betrayed him, and Nuke shut down another. The A bomb site is gone, and now Haji and Jake's all that remain. Maka betrayed by his big feet, getting caught out there. Now Haji trying to save the day. Will land a nice little one tap. Oh, and a second as well. Haji has very much made this a doable round now for X3D Max, and Haji in with 3. Where has that come from? My word, the pistol round secured, a 2v4 made possible by Haji. What a performance. And X3D Max, they're not here to play around in this second half. They want to get their first win in the Pro League right here, right now. And if we can see a few more shots like that, it's definitely doable. 6-10, and a chance to springboard themselves back into this game.
Yeah, salvage round there from Haji. The most experienced player, I would say, on this French roster right now, and coming up in a huge time for X3D Max to recover the second half. That pistol round might springboard them, as you say, into the lead. We're a long way away from it, but what do HellRaisers have in their sleeve for this T side? For now, just pistols, the deco, waiting for loss bonus. Of course, you do have to remember this is a new team, and they, as said, 9 days isn't enough to learn one map, let alone 6 or 7. So there's definitely question marks being drawn on, okay, how ready are HellRaisers for this map? I'm sure they all know the smokes and the setups, but what is their game plan like on the T side? Do they have things to fall back on? We're going to find all those questions answered here. Wow, that's a start. That's something to fall back on. Nuke opening up with a deagle. Angel gets spotted in the yard, and he's going to be dropped by Maka. This scout raining in for the CT side, 4 on 4. Next kill is extremely important. If HellRaisers lose it, they're likely just going to start falling apart here under the rifles that the CT side chose. So they'll give up yard. They want nothing to do with this scout, and they'll go back towards lobby. No utility for getting them out ramp. That will be a very difficult job because Jinx is holding passive at the back with the M4. At the same time, A is such a choke point, so HellRaisers might not want to be keen on walking through that hut or door, and even if they did, it just got smoked. So another 10 seconds or so before they can actually make a play here. Looking to maybe get down this vent and get a B plant.
That path down vent is a horrible one to navigate, though, with Logan sat on top of the hut, the shredder ready to cut down HellRaisers at a moment's notice. And Logan given his chance, but Nuke with a second. Oh, Loldeek's down another, and now it's Haji to try and save the day once again. A lot of this going to fall onto his shoulders, but Nuke with the deeg might make this round doable. 7 seconds, they have to get the bomb planted or get the kill. There's no time for the bomb plant. Nuke's going to tap it and try and take the fight. Nuke gets it with 1 second left. The deeg of Nuke is a deadly deagle indeed. And HellRaisers digging deep, get that round done with just Eagles by their side. Nuke is a bit of a beast.
1 second, all you have to do is not peek, Harry. all you have to do is not peek.
Yeah,
That's
but I
gotta hurt.
mean, you totally understand why he does.
Yeah.
Because it's like 4 seconds, right? He has to get that bomb down. He has to.
What a call to not stick
yeah,
that bomb,
in Logan's mind, he's like, right, he has to be sticking it. It's the only way he wins this round. I'm going to kill him while he's planting the bomb. But no, the big brain, the big Deegs, everything coming up HellRaisers in that round.
Oh, that's the horrible... Jinx is in the horrible position there. It's almost like when someone taps the bomb and you're a T and you can't see them and you're like, okay, do I gamble on peeking and think they're like not sticking it, or what if they stick? You know, you're never going to know. You just have to flip that coin, and it has landed heads up for HellRaisers. 11 rounds off that D ground. As said, their force buys have been pretty damn dangerous. And Angel looking even more so, back in the yard, taking down the one rifle, being shown by this force buy. D, great shot from Hadji. He has really come alive in this CT half, but it's not looking like enough right now. 4 on 3. Jinx might be able to catch someone moving through. He gets the info. He sees that bomb on Angel's back going through main, but the information isn't exactly valuable at this point. They know it's A. They're pushed inside of the lobby. They've got this flank on, but Jinx catching Nuke falling off the top of the hut. He will get traded by Oscar. 2 kills inside of the site, 3 in the round. As David P is left on that long rotate, Is is going to be holding for it, and there's no info can be gained from this position from David P. Only exits unless he jumps. And I think he might just hold here. PT50 and armor, no way to win the round. This is a common exit spot here, and he might be able to find Issa and grab himself an AK at the end.
It really is just a bit of a heartbreaking situation for X3D Max. It looks so good for them to get back into this map. But now you imagine a 13th round looming for HR. Just this P250 on David P. It's trying to grab an AK, but Oscar definitely saw him there. Flash goes in. It's a nice little flash at that. Everyone is blind. But David P not able to capitalize on it. 12-6 now and a chance at a 13th. There is no money left for the side of X3D Max. So they will be at the full mercy of these rifles in this round. And they've got nothing to answer it with.
This is where reality sets in, Harry, and it's looking like HellRaisers might be able to close out this game. We're only going to have 1 or 2 buy rounds from the CT side unless they start picking some up. So 13 on the horizon. And HellRaisers just defaulting out as well, not allowing these CTs to get aggressive. It is a full 5-man A stack with these USPs, but you're asking for a lot from very little. Smoke up in main will cut them off. They're going to go right through it. Absolutely no fear here for X3D Max. They have nothing to lose in this round, so Angel's got to check close. Logan on the corner. This is going to run past, but he does check it. 4 in main. HellRaisers do not want to flash through that smoke. They will come to regret it, but Molotov will certainly get the job done. Spray as well, and there's a kill for Lau. 1 by 1. X3D Max getting picked apart. Will he check this close F corner, though, because he's being baited in by Hadji on the other side, getting the kill anyway. Oscar has the corner checked, and what a perfect round from HellRaisers. Not a point of damage received. Great utility usage, and a 13th round off the back of it.
And this is where it becomes do or die now for the French squad. A loss here means that they are just in that very awkward situation where your economy is constantly on the back foot. You're going to have to just, you know, if you lose this one and HellRaisers go 14-6 up, your decision is you either force buy till the end of the game or you play for overtime, relying on you know, just your full buys to carry you through, staring down the barrel of a 15-6 scoreline. So
neither option's good, Harry.
No, definitely not. This is really the defining moment for X3D Max in this series.
And to make matters worse, HellRaisers have actually called this tactical pause, believe it or not. At 13-6, they're calling the tack, making sure everything is understood for this last or most important round, really. Shutting down the first and what could be the only full rifle round for X3D Max on this CT side. If HellRaisers can win it off the back of that tactical pause, as you say, Harry, it's likely that this economy is going to be the breaking point for the French. So all on this round here for HellRaisers, as they look to make quick work of this CT side. Issa quick in the yard again. He's just going for the full-on drop through main. He's splitting A immediately. Doesn't see Logan on top of the hut, but he does catch a player falling down. That's info. Logan falls as well, but falls into the kill. Lau getting the trade, knows there's a player at the back of the site, but Haji again getting at least one every single time he does. The issue is it's only one, and now with 3 CTs left up, someone's got to go huge, but the trades are favoring HellRaisers left, right, and center. Jinx mollied out of heaven, has to come through this ladder too late, and a re-molly as well. They're just not giving him a break.
Angel now going to take up position to watch this flank from heaven. David P invents with the shotgun is anything but ideal. He can look to blindside Oscar here, and it's all going to come down to if he can catch the timing. If he gets out through the vents and he's this close, suddenly that auto shotgun is terrifying. But it does rely on him surviving the ladder climb. Jinx going to get spotted and brought down. David P emerging, and Oscar makes quick work of him. 14-6. And that dreaded situation for X3D Max is now going to set in. The one that we highlighted and set up at the beginning of this round now becomes reality.
This is looking like a frag movie game for HellRaisers. We've had 3K rounds from Lau, from Nuke, from Oscar. I mean, everyone's had their moments, but so many highlights from this T side, and X3D Max devoid of exactly that. Harry, they're going to play for the 15-6 buy. I think that's the best bet. Get as many buy rounds as you can, because really forcing here would have been pretty eh. You want to actually have a couple of gun rounds on this second half. And even if it means you've got to give up that overtime at least and try and pull your game back 9 rounds in a row. It's better than nothing, Harry, but it's not far from it. Back to yard here for HellRaisers, and the smoke again, and main cutting off the CT's angles. Haji spamming. It's actually Maka to find one. That's something. What can the X3D Max do with it?
Yeah, there's maybe a rifle they could look to try and retrieve.
Kind of deep in the yard, that's the issue.
Very much in the enemy ranks, rather. They go aggressive, though. They've cleared out hut. They know that HellRaisers are all towards this outside portion of the map. And being allowed to work into these close angles with the pistols could do some damage the way of HR. They're grouping up in heaven and might just look to all barrel down into the A-bomb site. Only Logan here. How much can you really hope that this one Deagle does on the X3D Max side? Angel.
1 HP.
Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. Right, I think, yeah. What do you even do if you're Logan there?
Die.
This is looking pretty done. Jinx gets naded down to 11 points of health. Angel's just styling on them. David P does dig down Nuke at the very least. There's still a chance. Ooh, Jinx in with another, but alone and 11 HP. A great flick onto LOL. Okay, we wrote this round off, but with good reason. Oscar's there to trade things out. 15-6. A couple of nice dig shots coming through to bring it down to the wire at the very least.
What a shocking display of things from Angel. You say he likes running through smokes, Harry. This man runs through everything. Air, smokes, sights. He doesn't care.
Aren't we all running through air? If we're running, there's always air, unless you're in space. And then there's space.
And you're probably not running because you're in space. There's no gravity.
Probably dying.
Yeah.
I'm not cut out for space.
No. Always wear your masks, Harry.
Mask. Space mask.
Space mask. Oxygen tank. You know, it's like scuba diving, but in the air.
Wow, yeah, that's true. Astronauts are scuba divers of the universe.
Would you rather drown or suffocate in space?
They both sound pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Probably drown.
Really?
I think, like...
How quick is suffocation in space?
Honestly, mate, I could not tell you, but it just doesn't sound nice.
No.
And at least in water, I have some semblance of, like, I can maybe swim out.
Swallow it all.
Yeah, just drink it, mate.
Really thirsty.
Well, here are these outside smokes. A nifty little wall of smokes to go down and cut off vision from both the hut and garage. Oscar's trying to clear ramp. Now, Jinx is on the other side, but he gets spotted and he gets tapped down. Maka trying to re-peek, finally has this AWP to play around with, and we often hype him up. Can he now look to show us exactly why he will shut down Oscar? He's quelled the ramp push and given a 4-on-4 the way of the Frenchman.
Maka, he spots more though. Not hitting the shot. Got to worry about Secret as well. Issa, that's a huge entry. Getting past the orb and taking down Hadji on the A bomb site. There's still a man inside of Vent here for 3D Max. So if they drop down towards B, they're going to have a world of hurt. David P's got the bomb. Lowell and Angel all that stand, and 25 seconds to try and pick this one back up. They'd rather clear the site first, and they've got to get past Logan. They do, but the Orb's back here, legging Lowell. The issue is they still know there's 16 seconds left up, and they will be able to win this round if they grab the bomb, but the issue is that bomb's still covered. Angel got to go for it. Hail Mary, and he gets it. I don't think there's time for this plant, though. He's going to give it his all, getting down towards that lower bomb site, and nope, he's not got it. Close, but no cigar. It's Maka to pick up that round, and X3D Max salvaged something with their, well, what seemed like their last rifle round on the CT side, Harry, and very nearly was if it wasn't down to that clock.
Yeah, saved by the bell. So still in with a chance to try and recover this. They need 8 rounds in a row if they want to get the job done. And the issue is only having one man surviving there does not leave you with a lot to play around with here if you're X3D Max. Orb could be back in the hands of Maka at the very least. That was salvaged and kept in it. But 2 auto shotguns on Hadji and David P. MP7 for Logan. Definitely not the ideal buy. They are helped out by the fact that Nuke is one of these maps in which the auto shotgun is very viable. Ooh, this shot from Maka. That would have been an opener they would have relished in. Logan shuts down one. The auto shotgun starting to mow down another. And actually this cobbled together buy is finding great success for the French squad. David P challenged, but he makes that look almost too easy as he quells Angel. That will be an 8th round now for the French side. They still need 7 more, but they are starting to at least take a few steps in the right direction here.
Right there is a great example of why you see teams reluctant to push straight into A off of spawn, because there were 4 CTs on the bomb site, Harry. 4 CTs. So not always the best of fights for HellRaisers in that one. We had a similar situation at the end of the last half where they shut down the same round from the likes of X3D Max without losing a single player. Well, similar story here. HellRaisers with the pause as they just take a moment once again. They know they've still got plenty of rounds to play with, but don't want this to get any closer than it needs to be. Of course, round difference can certainly play a part in this, this placing as well. Probably shouldn't, but make sure all those boxes are checked. Buy here for HellRaisers. All right, this is on a pistol. Oscar's got the AWP back, though, and everyone else rifled up. So let's see what they can do with this.
Yeah, I'm curious where we're going to see Oscar take this off. It will be towards outside. Bit of early damage coming through from that nade, but it doesn't transpire to much. Smoke's going to get thrown in, and that will keep David P somewhat at bay, but in before that, he's able to find some good damage, trying to duck and weave his way into CT, and he will get by, shutting down Issa, and still a threat, still making his presence known with the AUG here. I'll decide to hold from CT. Now, this is going to give a decent bit of outside control the way of HellRaisers. It does, however, not allow for that heaven wrap. He'll be able to keep an eye on that at the very least. And now, with control getting taken over here towards Radio from X3D Max, they know that they've got HellRaisers trapped in the outside portions. And if you're HellRaisers now, your real kind of only avenue you've got open is potentially that B play. Angel's trying to sneak under the crosshair of David P.
With
and he's done it. He's done it. David P actually saw his head there for a second. But Angel's gotten past. He's now down in hell, and he's got no idea. David P's going to make his presence known, but Hadji was not ready for Angel there. The bomb is dropped down into the A bomb site. So HellRaisers, 25 seconds. They've got to get into A. They've got to get back on this bomb. And Maka's making things complicated. He's going to shut down Oscar. 15 seconds, Nuke and LOL, what can they do in the 2v3?
They've got to get a fight, but the thing is, X3D Max don't need to give them to them. The cross is held from Jinx, and they don't expect a man at the left side of the site. Logan trades. It's another round for X3D Max. This bomb constantly eluding HellRaisers. Great position from Angel, but honestly, going in first with the bomb was the biggest problem. You usually want that to stay with the pack, right? To split in through main at the end of the round once he gets the entry kills required, and he at least gets Hadji up in heaven, but no further within the A-bomb site. 15-9. Slowly but surely, Harry. Slowly but surely. 1 round away from double digits, and this should be it with HellRaisers on Deegs. We've seen them win this round, though. All thanks to Nuke. But to expect that to happen again is pretty unrealistic. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just not. Oscar's opened up this time. Angel already in the B site with a bomb. How the hell is he here? He's going to try and get this ramp split in to come join him, but Oscar gets picked up by the AWP. If Angel gets a free bomb plant here, there's no one on the CT side watching it. This is unreal. He is a one-man army right now.
Yeah, if this bomb goes down, this X3D Max defense is just going to have to scramble.
They open the doors together. They sync the squeaky door with the lower door, and now X3D Max don't know anyone's on B. He'll get a free plant.
And now they're scratching their heads. They're wondering, how is this ghost gotten into the backline? Now, they are able to find everyone else at the very least. Angel is really going to be hard-pressed to get too much done. They'll mop him up nicely, and X3D Max able to get a handle back on that round at the very least. But the bomb plant for HellRaisers is perfect. That's all they really went into that round expecting.
Yeah, they make money out of that round. They buy a deagle each. They win $800 on the bomb plant bonus, and they take a kill. That's fine. That's good eco. So HellRaisers is definitely happy with that. And now they have this info that they can keep abusing this outside control, get down towards B, try and catch the timings. Mac is not always AWPing in the yard. You'll catch him in ramp occasionally, sometimes even playing Heaven, watching the inner sight. So if HellRaisers can keep eluding the likes of X3D Max, they should be able to gamble around out of somewhere in one of these post plants. That, of course, was just pistols, though. So the real buy is here now. No AWP. Out of choice. Maka will get himself down towards that secret, and David P supporting, watching the silo push. Great dink, but better shot from Issa. He hits the one shot onto David. The nade does certainly finish him off with Haji throwing that in. But HellRaisers still want to commit towards outside. They just got to worry about this AWP. They didn't spot it cross earlier.
Oh, they're not ready for Maka. He is going to get challenged, though, and does not anticipate Angel to be so close. Oscar's able to trade. Does get brought down low in the process, so still a doable round for X3D Max. That bomb's got to be recovered. Jinx has already rotated down in towards B, so they are going to split this defense up. But with Oscar being tagged down so low, he does almost feel like a free kill walking. One shot's all that is required to deal with him. Now, Nuke wrapping back, clearing out Hut. To me, suggests this isn't going to culminate at the B play, but Oscar is still walking this way with the bomb on his back. And if he goes down to Jinx, this round is over.
Yeah.
So how much further is he going to elect to go? Throwing in this Molotov, trying to sell the fake. With only 20 seconds left, that might be enough to prompt a bit of a rotation out. Now they're going to hold their ground. Logan's waiting. Nuke able to find him, and now it is only Jinx left standing.
Oh my god, Oscar is the molly man.
He's retrieved a whole bunch. He's just picking them up. He's like a moth drawn to the flames. And now Jinx, he makes a step there. Now they should know. They should know there's a man out from the vents. They're going to position for it. Jinx will be hard-pressed to find much in this round. A big 1v2 has to come through from this man. Now Oscar is low. Nuke's tagged up as well. It's not impossible. Oscar dealt with in through the wall. Nuke able to clutch it out. And HellRaisers, they will take this first map 16-10.